Hey guys, tonight we're going to talk about how to use Google Trends to find breakout topics for merch by Amazon, and this is going to be applicable to any topic. You could use this for doing YouTube research or just anything else. It's going to be mostly applicable to people who are doing merchandising, but I think this will help anyone wanting to learn how to use Google Trends. So let me jump over here into chat, and we're going to be on Google Trends here. Just do a chat test. See if I can get the chat moving. It's been giving me problems lately. I'm not quite sure why. But it tends to reinitialize after a few minutes. So we're going to jump here into chat or into Google Trends. So when you land on Google Trends, it's kind of got this kind of standard thing here. It's showing off some examples, you know, World Cup, football, American football, Fortnite, po, ramen, and soba, cupcakes, and just kind of showing you interest over time and how that works. So you can see recently trending. So Tulsi Gabbard is recently trending. So people are searching, find out more about her after the debates this week. NFL Top 100, so fantasy football is trending right now. So right here on this first shirt here, first idea, I'm just going to pop open Amazon and just kind of give you guys some ideas of what's out there. So fantasy football shirt. And there's a whole bunch of other things in there you could do to niche down, but there's 800 total results. And look at the, you go in here to commissioner, that narrows it down to 119. So there's, you know, just kind of an idea right there. Just knowing NFL Top 100 and why people are searching for that is a way you can attack that trend without infringing on actual football teams, because you can make funny shirts for people who do fantasy football. Hey, Shannon. Good to see you, and it was fun to meet you at the merch meetup in Columbus, so that was really fun. And you do YouTube, so this is going to be applicable to you as well. It's not just about t-shirts. You can use this for finding any sort of topics. Let's do a bunch of different things in here, and let's do some exploration. So one of the questions a lot of people ask is, when should you start uploading designs for trends like Christmas, Halloween, and those sort of things? So let's just do something here. Halloween shirt. Hey, Kevin, good to see you in the chat there. So you can see this right here, where how Google Trends, you put in a term and it brings up a chart, and it's going to show you what the relative search volume is to its highest and lowest points. So it shows a number right here at its peak on October 21st to October 27th of 100. So that is the peak week of the searches for Halloween shirt. And then it dies off and it doesn't really pick up again until we're at a 2, 3, 4, 5. So right now we're at a 7. So I know I've sold a couple Halloween shirts. They're starting to sell right now. So that's a way you can evaluate when that keyword and search term are really going to be relevant if you're deciding if you're running ads or whatever you're going to be doing with it, or when you should expect terms to get into search results at times about that. So that's just kind of something you can utilize there. So we can compare that. So let's compare that to Christmas shirt. So you can see in relative search volume, now in comparison to Christmas shirt, Halloween now peaks at a 78 versus the 100 that Christmas peaks out on. So there, maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. So 78, while Christmas at that point in time is a 23, and Christmas shirt peaks on December 2nd through 8th. So basically it's kind of really downhill after that and they disappear. Now there's some other trends you can look at in here in between. Thanksgiving shirt, which has its peak down here, and relative to Christmas and Halloween is much less search volume, but it kind of gives you an idea of where things are, and you can put some other different trends in here. So then you could compare that against to Valentine's Day shirt. And if you guys wanted, you could do this with every sort of holiday. So look at that, Valentine's Day shirt is at a 10 compared to a Christmas shirt. So you could then go back through, let's add in Mother's Day shirt. And that is a 10 compared to Christmas. I don't know if it's going to let me add any more there. So let's add in 4th of July shirt. Which is an 8 compared to Christmas. So if you look at the demand here for it, we're coming into 2 of the biggest holidays for demand for shirts. So that's a simple way you can use this and just kind of look for when are people searching for things. But we really want to talk about breakout trends. How do you find out what's new? How do you find out what's going on? So I like coming to the Explore tab, and you can start with an example, but you can come here and you can change different topics. And sometimes I like getting off of just normal web search, getting on YouTube search, see what people are searching for and watching. So the top, 2019 topic is the breakout trend right now. So just topic is just anything on 2019 is breaking out right now is the top search term. So the year in review, so discussing events that happened over the year, kind of, memories of big events you could do on looking back through the news. Let's see what else kind of just pops up. Some movies, so rappers, stay away from Baby Shark, stay away from PewDiePie, memes, so meme shirts could be an option here, meme as a topic. We'll kind of open that into a new tab. Auto-sensory meridian response right here. So this is 80%. What is auto-sensory meridian response? Interest over time, so it's kind of, I guess, having a rising. And if you're not familiar, we could jump over here. Audio sensory, what is it called? We'll just copy it, and I'm just curious what it is here in YouTube. Oh. Okay, and it's got an abbreviation of ASMR. So they are things to put you to sleep. I've heard of ASMR. I didn't know the full name of it. So ASMR. What if we look at auto sensory meridian response shirt? 66 results, and not a whole lot of search volume. Oh, there's some demand in here, so there's some sales for that, but they're all just saying ASMR. So ASMR is in general is a 20,000 search result shirt. 114 results. So okay, so there's some opportunity there, as it's currently kind of breaking out into a trend. So there's not a lot in there yet. Really not a lot in there. It's all microphones on the first page now. Back to some shirts now. What happens if I go to the third page? What is there? Okay, so there's some more shirts buried back down in here, but there's a lot of microphones. So shirts with microphones on them and ASMR could be an option there. So that looks like, start with it. It's, people are searching for what that is. So yeah, I've seen ASMR videos, and that's just all I never knew it as. Okay, so then look at this here. The next topic is ASMR girl topic, and then mukbang. So mukbang shirt. If you're not familiar with what a mukbang is, that is eating a whole bunch of food really fast on video. It'd be like if I sat here and just had a giant massive plate of food and ate it on video for as long as it took. That's what that is. That's a YouTube thing, actually. So that's why it was being in the YouTube search. But looks like there is some shirts up there for that. So sorry if I exposed anyone's there. Yeah, what else is there? We had the meme any specific memes, Nestbox, Moth, Pikachu. So Moth is having a breakout right now. How many Moth shirts are there on Amazon? $1,000. So it's a competitive niche, but I think there's always opportunities in there. You could do some more exploring of that one, see what else is coming up about it. Shrek, don't want to do that. Screaming, no idea why it's trending. Arrow word, screaming, trending topic, arrow word. I don't know what arrow word is. Scottish people ethnic group. So arrow word, and it was had. What were we on? Okay, it was in related topics. I'm not sure. What else we have? So we're going back to the rising main YouTube topics. And the point is, guys, you just dig in here and just kind of play, and you're going to find a bunch of different things that you can use. Let's see what else is just in here. I have no idea. What is thank you next? 1.5 million searches per month. Okay, it's a song. No, we're not going to want to do that one. And so, yeah, you just want to be looking out for what is being searched for, and make sure you're not infringing on things. But there's other ways you can get in there, you know, preseason, NFL preseason. You know, you could do some mashups about preseason and fantasy football. You could say, you know, the only way preseason matters is in fantasy football, or something like that. What's nauseating there, Beverly? Is there issue? What else we have? Just kind of look through. So the Democratic debates. So, okay. I gotcha. Black Moon, July 31st. So, solar topics can be pretty important to look for. What else is going on here? Epilepsy. So if there's diseases, you should, if you're going to do that, do it as an awareness shirt. If you feel comfortable doing that. Once again, Democratic debates. Here's another solar event, meteor shower. So shirts about meteor showers and meteors. You know, annual events could be what you're doing. The thing about trends you got to kind of remember is they're kind of cyclical. You can have cyclical trends and you can have breakout trends, you know, trending topics. Shark Week. So I wouldn't recommend necessarily doing Shark Week because it's a Discovery Channel thing, but it is, you could do shirts about sharks. What else we have here? Typewriter. Shirts about typewriters. Real-time breakouts. Football is all the big searches right now. So football is going to be going big right now in general. Don't do anything that's infringing on the teams or referencing the teams, but do some other things. Now, I hope there was no fatalities in here. Don't make pipeline explosion shirts, but I bet there are pipeline protest shirt. 70 results. So, and they're all still just mostly about Standing Rock. There's probably no big popular protests going on right now, but there's plenty of people who are protesting, so you could look at something like that. What else do we have? Alzheimer's disease blood test is having kind of a breakout here because there was just Alzheimer's awareness. So that would have been a trend that would have come up, and you can see, actually this is in the past 24 hours is having a little bit of a rise. So I believe it was just Awareness Month. What else is in here in the recent opportunities? And all of these are different things that people are searching for, so they're all an opportunity that you could somehow twist into a shirt if you're not completely if you're not infringing on what the topic actually is. Not seeing a whole lot there. Let's see what else we have. Explore. What if we just start with t-shirt for clothing? And we're searching worldwide. We probably want to narrow this down United States, because that's really where we're searching for. And you can see it peaks up in August. Kind of right now is kind of starting to come into this, and it's probably a lot of people looking up, see Cricket, people looking for actual shirts. So what is Moonshot Shirts? Is that a brand? That's something that we got to look for. So, yep, Moonshot is a brand, so you're not going to want to go infringe on that. But you can look for what's trending. And you gotta, when they're trending up here, guys, you gotta really be careful and look for trademarks and copyrights. They can be brands, they can be bands, they can be all sorts of stuff. Kappa shirt. So I don't know if that's a real thing or if it's applying to a specific like Greek fraternity that you would need a license for. Red Champion shirt. So I guess Champion's got some new custom printing shirts available is what people are looking for. Related queries. You can look for top. Let's explore this differently. Here we go. Funny t-shirt. Just start right there at that kind of higher level search term, and you'll see that's going to peak in December right there, that December 2nd through the 8th period, which was the same for Christmas shirt. And funny t-shirt sayings, which kind of bounces all around. Let's see what else we can find here. Looking for rising. How about top? Humor. Shirt, garment, saying. How about funny graphic t-shirt? Not a lot. So that tells me that those may not even be very great search terms necessarily to be targeting. Let's go back to trending. Let's actually go back to explore. And we can then just start putting in some words. See what starts coming up. It doesn't do auto suggest here. Shirt for kids. All right, once again, peaks the week, a week before. So that's parents, they're a little bit more conscientious, looking for things. Definitely looking for Fortnite shirts. What is the champion shirt? Are the people looking for the brand champion shirt? Related topics, rugby, football as a sport. So that could be a good one right there. Rugby. Rugby football shirt. So most people in there are probably looking for actual rugby shirts to be wearing or padded ones. But if rugby was easy, they'd call it football, was ranking right up there at the top. So what if you added funny? That brought the results down to 835. with quite a bit of demand. So I think, you know, you can come in here, separate yourself from what's in there. You got some opportunity to rank. What happens if you turn on Prime and get this down to just 751? So I think there's some opportunity to go at it as tank top. 160 results. So maybe a little bit crowded, but some opportunities you can do in there. Let's see. Stunt shirt. $767. So I know I don't know, I'm not exactly targeting this one. I know I have a shirt that sells every now and then on this. So but you can attack this from different ways, different sports. You could, everyone's just kind of I do all my own stunts. Dirt bike stunt shirt. So it breaks it out a little bit more, but you can niche down in different ways. Snowboard, 501 results. But stunts in general are having a breakout topic right now. So if there's different ways you could go explore this topic and see what sort of stunts are going on. Dandruff shirts. You can make shirts about dandruff. I don't know. You get in here, explore the topics that are in here, and just dig. It's really kind of the biggest thing. There's 19 of you guys there in the chat. Does anyone have any questions, thoughts right now on this? But yeah, look at this. Stunt is just right now on a rise. So, and that's in the US and Russia right now. So what is dandruff going on with? That's on a rise too. So what is going on? Dandruff stunt. Dandruff stunt. Dandruff hair loss. What's going on with just stunt? So it's just people wanting to do different stunts. So you could look in YouTube and other places. You could go into news and do exploration of news. This is where you're really going to find, here's things about shirts. So if you add t-shirt, you're going to hear about the different things that might be breaking out. No real breakout ones there. Okay, now there's some breakout topics, and it's mostly about clothing companies. Purple. So purple as a color is on a breakout, according to, as related to t-shirt. So purple t-shirt. And so maybe just listing on purple could be an option if you have some designs that look good on purple, to try and get ranked up here, depending on what options there would be there. What else is in here? Rugby again, video games, rugby, songs, and video games. So let's think about video games as ways to get into them. Don't target necessarily just video games, a specific video game. You can target a genre of video games. Think about it this way, you know, first-person shooters, role-playing strategy games, MMOs. Maybe target the genres. Some things that are common between them all would be some options. So if I think about it, a mobile game I play, it has siege weapons, and it has tanks, and it has infantry and snipers type things. So you could target information about those instead of just doing general gaming shirts. I think that'd be a way to niche down, or niche down to genres of games. Don't go to the game themselves, but start talking about the genres, because there's a lot of similarities between them all. So let's just think about that there on Amazon quick. Real-time strategy gamer shirt. So not a whole lot on the top there. What if I expand RTS to real-time strategy? 31 results. So that's a way to niche down. Not that any of them are selling, but there's some options there. I had said siege weapon shirt for gamers. 30 results. So I'm not sure what that game is referencing or who it is, but you can niche down to the types of weapons that could be in the games, and I don't really see anyone actually doing that, but those would be some options as well. What else do we have? We ended up in Google here. Bodysuit aloes, plants. Yeah, purple sells well for me. If yellow fonts on purple really pop out well and seem to do well, and on cranberry, those are when I have yellow, those, and blue, cranberry, blue, and purple tend to sell well, behind black and dark heather, the most for me. Let's see. We were just on aloes. So plants, aloe shirt, women is the most suggested result. So aloe with cactus, succulent. So that niches up by adding succulent onto it. But if you remove succulent, it gets the results down to 342 results. So that's a way to niche down. And especially when you do women's, you get the V-necks do better, especially if you do this then. That put in a lot more. Granted, I wasn't scrolling through all the search results, but those are some options. Those are some, yeah, 252 navy, 231 purple. Those are some, they definitely add to it. And using that data is important to decide what shirts you're going to sell. Let's see, what else do we have? Loopy games, flip the floors. Oh, we got back into worldwide now. Let's go back to home. You can do some other browsing through. You can use their examples. You know, the World Cup just went on. I didn't do anything with it, but there was opportunity in there if you did it carefully without directly infringing on there. Look at this here. Ramen is on a breakout. Over time, ramen shirt. I know there's probably quite a few, over 1,000. But ramen, po, what if you did all three of these? So all of those are trending: ramen, po, and soba. Ramen, po, soba, shirt. 68 results. So, and then this person did udon as well to niche down even further. That made it 65 results. So what if you did a drawing of all four? You could do some different votes, what's good, what's bad, and no one's really actually tackling them all. They're just putting those as keywords. But if you made the design relevant to all four, I bet it would sell a lot better. And they're on a continuous upward trend. And by tackling all four of those, maybe you could eventually rank up to the top. Maybe that's something I'll play with tonight myself. What else is in Google Trends? And that's right there on the front page. Cupcake on an overall decline, but cupcake shirt. That's a lot. yeah, 2,000 results, and that's going to go up. But you can niche this down in so many different ways. So let's see what else we have. I think that's kind of gets you guys the point of how to use Google Trends. You just really dig in. You can narrow down to different localities. You can change between news and trends on YouTube and Facebook and everything else. So appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Thank you. And if you haven't yet, make sure you give this video a like. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Only about 20% of you guys that subscribe turn on your notifications, and only about half of you guys that watch the videos ever even subscribe. So that's just something that data will tell you, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much.